Have you ever had a day where you wanted to do your neural retraining practice or go for a walk or do something good for yourself, but you just couldn't get yourself to start? And then the thought shows up, why am I being so lazy? If that's happened to you, there may actually be a very different reason for it. Sometimes motivation disappears because the nervous system is overwhelmed. And understanding that can open the door to something many of us really need in the healing process, and that's self-compassion. When the nervous system feels overwhelmed or unsafe, the brain shifts into protection mode. And protection mode has very different priorities than motivation. Protection prioritizes things like conserving energy, avoiding effort, and scanning for safety. So when your nervous system is overwhelmed, motivation can temporarily disappear. Not because you're lazy, but because your system is trying to protect you. And this is where self-compassion becomes so important. Because when we respond to ourselves with criticism, calling ourselves lazy or weak, the nervous system often feels even more pressure. But when we respond with self-compassion, the nervous system begins to soften. This is especially common for people doing neural retraining. Many of us have lived with a sensitized nervous system for a long time. Our system has learned to be cautious. It's learned to conserve energy. And sometimes even helpful practices like visualization or journaling or meditation or gentle movement can feel like effort to the nervous system. And when something feels like effort, the nervous system may slow things down. It may avoid those things. It may shut down. And without self-compassion, it's easy to misinterpret that as failure. But with self-compassion, we can begin to understand what the nervous system is actually trying to do. Let me share a small example from my own life. Not long ago, I had cleared out a few hours in my day so I could go for a nice long hike. I was really looking forward to it. I had the time set aside, the weather was nice, and I thought it would be a beautiful afternoon to be outside. But when the day came, all I wanted to do was stay in bed. I picked up my phone and started scrolling. And as I was scrolling, I started feeling worse and worse about myself. Because in my mind, I was thinking, you have the time, you planned this, why are you just lying here? And the word that popped into my mind was lazy. But then I paused for a minute and I realized something. This wasn't laziness. My nervous system was simply feeling overwhelmed and dysregulated that day. And the moment I recognized that, something softened inside me. And that's the power of self-compassion. Instead of forcing myself to go on the hike, I asked myself what might feel supportive instead. So I fixed some lunch and I took it outside to the back patio. I sat there and ate in the fresh air. And I just enjoyed being outside. After a while, I found myself walking around the yard a little. And then I did a bit of light gardening. Nothing big, nothing forced. But I still got to enjoy being outdoors that way. And interestingly enough, once the pressure was gone, my energy slowly began to return. self-compassion made space for that. And this is something I see all the time with people doing neural retraining. There can be an inner conflict happening. One part that says, I want to heal, I want to do my practices, I want to move forward. But another part of the nervous system is saying, this feels like too much right now. And when those two parts are pulling in different directions, it can create the feeling of being stuck. And if we respond with criticism, that conflict usually becomes stronger. But when we bring in self-compassion, something shifts. Self-compassion says, maybe my nervous system needs support right now. It creates space for understanding rather than pressure. And from that place, we can ask a different question. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? We can gently ask, what might my nervous system need right now? Sometimes it needs rest. Sometimes it needs something small and enjoyable. Sometimes it needs a tiny step instead of a big one. Self-compassion allows us to listen for that answer. When we restore a sense of safety in the nervous system first, motivation often returns naturally. It doesn't have to be forced. That might look like taking a few slow breaths, stepping outside for a minute or two, or even just putting your hand on your heart, or doing a 2-minute version of a practice instead of 15 minutes. These small, compassionate steps signal safety to the nervous system. And when the nervous system begins to feel safe again, energy and motivation often start to reappear on their own. So if you've been having days where your motivation seems to disappear, I want you to know something. You're not broken and you're not lazy. Your nervous system may simply be overwhelmed. And one of the most powerful tools we have in those moments is self-compassion. Self-compassion helps the nervous system to soften. It helps us to listen more closely to what our body actually needs. And from that place, we can begin to move forward again, gently, patiently, and with a lot more support. If you're learning neural retraining and you'd like more tools like this, you might enjoy the other videos here on the channel. I share gentle ways to work with your nervous system, with patience, self-compassion, and small steps that help bring your system back into balance. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.